So today I have got my Huananzhi X99-CD4 motherboard, and this one seems to be the very first Huananzhi motherboard with a native TPM 2.0 support. The package on AliExpress claims to also include the TPM module itself, so let me open the box and see what we have got inside. A part of the motherboard itself, we have the standard bracket for cooler installation, then we have two SATA cables, the screws for motherboard mounting and the cooler installation, the I/O shield, the warranty card, which makes no difference outside of China. So let's go straight into the motherboard. Here is the motherboard and here is the TPM module. I am not sure if the TPM module is supposed to be bent like that or it bent through transportation, but let me remove it from the motherboard and we will take a closer look. So indeed, it seems like the module was damaged or bent through transportation, because I don't think it's supposed to be bent like that, but maybe I am wrong. I will not try to unbend it right now because it may break some of the legs. I will keep it as is and test if it works first. As you can see, the bend of the module is so much that it goes into the area of this last PCI Express X16 slot. Thus, if I would want to use this slot, I will have to figure out how to straighten up this module without damaging it. In terms of technical specification, this Huananzhi X99-CD4 motherboard is kind of on its own. We have two PCI Express X16 slots, one M.2 slot, and then we have three PCI Express X1 slots connected to the chipset. Even though this last one has physical dimensions of PCI Express X16, it is physically connected only PCI Express X1 to the chipset. Then we have 8 SATA ports. I'm not sure why they decided to make 8 SATA ports, but judging by the coloring, I would suspect that these 4 and this 1 are SATA 3 and these 3 are SATA 2. To the left of the SATA ports, you will find USB 3.0 and USB 2.0 for the front panel, which is a very weird location for USB 2.0 for the front panel. And then we have 24 and 8-pin power connectors. Over here at the bottom we have COM port, GLPC header, then we have the TPM header, 3-pin fan header, and here we have audio for the front panel. In addition, we also have this debug LED and buttons and LEDs for the front panel. This one is a speaker and this one, I believe, clear CMOS jumper. Then the biggest question of this motherboard is the memory configuration. We have 4 DDR4 memory slots, but I suspect that we have only 2 memory channels, because the memory slots are blue and black. And if that's the case, then that will be a big disappointment of this motherboard. For the VRM, we have active cooling, and I'm not fond of such solutions because these tiny fans go out of order pretty quickly and they start to make all sorts of weird noises, but I still hope to have some sort of a decent VRM. Then over here we have 2 4-pin fan connectors, and I'm not sure if smart fan is gonna work or not, but in total we have only 3 fan connectors, 2 4-pin over here and 1 3-pin over here. At the same time, the rear I/O is slightly better than the standard Chinese minimal configuration. We have 8 USB ports, 4 of which USB 3 and 4 USB 2. Then we have Ethernet and audio connectors or audio jacks plugs. If you're setting up some sort of a stereo, that might be handy. Also, following the Chinese tradition, we have 2 PS2 ports, which nobody uses according to my knowledge. So, if you're interested in the detailed test and the detailed review of this Huananzhi X99-CD4 motherboard with the TPM 2.0 module, then follow my main channel, the review will be published over there.